Welcome back to Views with Hughes, your agenda for news. This is Jerome Hughes. Now, let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, I actually want to dive more into the rumor that has been circling around lately. The rumor that, if true, could be a major shift in the way Marvel Studios under Kevin Feige from the MCU operates. Now, we're talking about the possibility that Kevin Feige from the MCU has fired all the woke producers who were pushing their activist agendas into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or as we all call it, the MCU. Now, before we get too excited or skeptical, let's remember that this is just a rumor, but it's a rumor that comes at a time when Marvel Studios under Kevin Feige from the MCU desperately needs a course correction. And let's be honest, people, if there was ever a time to clean house, it's now, but it should have been done a long time ago. But don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out on any future updates. All right. Now, first, let's talk about where the MCU has been and how it got to this point. Now, for over a decade, Marvel Studios under Kevin Feige from the MCU was the gold standard in Hollywood. From Iron Man to Endgame, Kevin Feige from the MCU and his team built the universe that not only dominated the box office, but also brought together millions of fans around the world. Okay, and these were movies that were celebrated heroes, stood for timeless values, and entertained audiences without shoving political agendas down their throats. But then something changed. Okay, Phase 4, people, that was a mess, including even with that, instead of just continuing with the legacy of heroism and epic storytelling, we saw the MCU take a nosedive into woke ideology. The characters we love were sidelined or reduced to mere shells of their former selves, all in the name of diversity and inclusion. Now, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with diversity, but when it's focused, it's forced and comes in at the expense of good storytelling, you lose every essence of what made the films great. Okay, so the rumor itself, what it's about? Well, apparently months ago, Kevin Feige from the MCU, as Chris Gore said, has had enough. Where the rumor suggests that Kevin Feige has fired all the woke producers who were more interested in pushing their political agendas than in making great movies. Now, if this is true, it could be the first step in saving the MCU from the brink of disaster. Okay, But think about it. These woke producers have been driving the force behind some of the most controversial and poorly received projects in the MCU. From the cringe-worthy dialogue in Thor: Love and Thunder to the lackluster storylines in She-Hulk. And it's clear that, that has something to do with it. It's been off. And fans have noticed, and the box office numbers don't lie. People are tired of being lectured to. They just want to enjoy good old-fashioned superhero movies. Now, if Kevin Feige, who's the head over the MCU, has indeed fired these woke activists as producers, then what could that mean for the future of the MCU? Well, for starters, we might actually get back to what made Marvel Studios under Kevin Feige from the MCU great in the first place. Solid storytelling, compelling characters, and epic battles between good and evil. Now, we can also see a return to the classic heroes we may know. Characters like Captain America, possibly even Thor, might get the respect they deserve without being overshadowed by newer, less developed characters who are only introduced to take the diversity boxes. I'm doubtful about the Captain America part because now we have a black Captain America. But anyway, if these woke producers are truly gone, the focus could shift back to storytelling. Now, we might finally get movies that put like plot as a priority, along with character development and entertainment value over political messaging. Okay, and imagine an MCU where the heroes are heroes again, not just mouthpieces for the latest social justice trend. Okay, and without the influence of woke activists, we might see better casting decisions and character arcs that make sense. And characters would be cast based on their fit for the role, not just to fill a quota. And those characters would have storylines that are true to the comic book origins rather than being rewritten to fit a modern day agenda. Now, the MCU has lost a lot of trust from its fan base, but if Kevin Feige from the MCU is serious about this rumored change, it could be the first step in winning fans back. Now, by listening to what the fans actually want, which are good stories, beloved characters, and an escape from the constant barrage of politics, Marvel Studios under Kevin Feige could start to rebuild that trust, okay? But of course, even if this rumor is true, Kevin Feige from the MCU has his work cut out for him. Now, the damage done by these woke producers won't be easy to undo. You see, the MCU's reputation has taken a hit, and it will take some time to recover. But if anyone can do it, let's hope it could be Kevin Feige himself. but it's not going to be happening overnight, and it'll require a commitment to excellence and willingness from Kevin Feige to push back against the pressures of woke Hollywood. And we all know that, the woke mob isn't going to take this line down. The woke mob is actually going to go ahead and scream and shout, call for boycotts and try to cancel anyone who dares to stand up to them. But if Marvel Studios under Kevin Feige stays the course, the fans will actually rally behind Kevin Feige, okay? But in the end, this rumor gives us at least a little bit of glimmer of hope. But it could be a sign that maybe, just maybe, Marvel Studios under Kevin Feige is starting to wake up, okay, to the reality that fans don't want woke lectures and they want good movies. And if Kevin Feige from the MCU is willing to take the tough decisions to bring the MCU back to its roots, then there's a chance that, the studios under Kevin Feige from the MCU we all fell in love with can rise again. So keeping fingers crossed and everything, and hope that, this rumor is true, because the MCU itself that we know and love is worth saving. And it's time for Marvel Studios and Kevin Feige from the MCU to go ahead and make Marvel great again. All right. Now, here's the thing, though. And as you all know, this was broke from Chris Gore when he made an appearance on Critical Drinkers channel, that he has connections with someone within Marvel where Kevin Feige fired, all the producers who were also considered as woke activists and everything. This shouldn't have happened in the first place. And it was like the rumor stating that, Kevin Feige said that we gave this a try. It didn't work. How long did it take for Kevin Feige to realize that this doesn't work at all? And remember, Marvel Studios and Kevin Feige, all the stuff that happened, like what that we got from like even pre-Endgame and stuff, it took them years to actually go ahead and develop and to create it and stuff. Like it took like about 5 years to plan what happened in Endgame itself. So we got 2 more movies, 2 more shows that's to be released soon for the MCU on Disney Plus and in theaters, and they're going to be flops, as we know. But the fact of the matter is that until then, we may have to wait a little longer if this rumor is true. All right. But Fantastic Four, they haven't started shooting it yet. I'm guessing, hopefully, that if the rumors are true, that they did make the necessary changes for it to go ahead and try to fix it. Okay. But the fact of the matter is, we saw everything. Like only 2 things from the multiverse saga that was good was it's actually 3 things. Spider-Man No Way Home, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and the new release of Deadpool and Wolverine. Okay. But all the others, they were just flops. Okay. But no, they were woke flops basically. Okay. And yes, including Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, because of the fact that they had they decided to go ahead with the intention of meeting the diversity quotas to make King black. But the fact of the matter is, Kevin Feige does have an uphill battle with this. And I'm curious to see what Bob Iger has to say about this. Now, remember, Bob Iger has the Disney earnings call tomorrow. All right. And the fact of the matter is, no one's going to ask the question about the whole change in Marvel Studios. I'll be surprised if they do, but I doubt that it will. Okay. But the fact of the matter is, there's going to be softball questions being asked and stuff. And, nothing's going to be taught about with Kevin Feige and the MCU itself. But if this rumor turns out to be true, it may take a long time for the changes to be noticed and for us to see. So let me know, as usual, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you actually think that, Kevin Feige from the MCU has finally had enough of this woke nonsense? And what changes would you like to see in the MCU itself? Let me know your thoughts about this in comments below. Also, be sure to include any additional thoughts you may have this particular topic. If you enjoyed what I shared in this video, go ahead, subscribe and click and smash like button, share far wide across social media. And if you haven't done so already and you enjoyed all the content that I put out there, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification so that way you're notified of future uploads and updates. Till then, peace.